In a previous video, I showed you how to bend a spike. If you missed that video, you can click up there and take a look at it. And there's a trick to doing that. In that video, I mentioned that I can also rip a phone book in half with just my hands. And there is a trick to it, but it's a little bit different than you might be used to, because it is much less of a gimmick or a hidden object and more of a technique. So let me show you that technique now. So I have a phone book here, and what you do, you keep the spine of it in one hand and you pinch real hard with the other hand, and the idea is to make it look like the letter T, like an uppercase letter T right there with the pages. So if you notice, in this case, the bottom of the pages are bent quite a bit, but the top of it is pretty much straight. That's how you hold it. You pinch it there, you bring it in like that with your fingers on either side of that peak. Let me show you up close what that looks like. So you grab the spine of it with one hand, you pinch the other way, and you make it like a peak there at the top. And if you look at the pages, it looks like uppercase letter T. Now it's upside down, but a letter T that's kind of upside down, or maybe just like a graph. Okay, so we grab it here, we pinch it there, we make our letter T, and then you usually just put it on your thigh for a little bit of leverage, and the motion that I'm doing is like this, just bringing my hands across. And what it will do is it'll rip one page at a time, and it'll be pretty easy. So let me show you what that looks like. Like that. So you can see it's not that hard. I lost a grip halfway through that. That's what made it a little more slippery. I realize that phone books can be a little rare these days. And while they're not valuable, they're hard to find. So an alternative that I really like are the ACT books. Students will buy these, use the test in them, and then these books become basically worthless. While these are made with a little bit higher quality paper than the phone books, they still rip just as well, and I'll show you that now. So just like that, we can rip one of these ACT books. So I checked the footage and you couldn't quite see me in the earlier one, so I'm going to do it again with one of these ACT books. This one is 850 pages long, and let's see how much it goes. So it's not exactly easy, but totally doable.